All right, folks, it's time to get this game going here, and we just thought we'd have a little bit of Sunday school here. We got a little backup music going on. This is not in the maroon hymn book. But anyway, we're just going to talk about Jesus for a minute, because when you see the sun come up here this morning, I shared a picture earlier, and it's just a beautiful morning, and it's a little cool. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, because one day Jesus is going to come back. And we're going to go out of here, and it's going to be a great day. So we're going to play a little softball here, and I'm going to flip it off me and let you see the teams warming up. And I'll just talk to you a little bit about the things Jesus has got planned for you, and we'll go from there. So Karen Midkiff, great to see you today. I hear great things about your new preacher, so that is wonderful. Deanna Gerald, you got the best preacher in the country at Chuck Elkins. There just ain't nobody like him. But we're here in Athens, Tennessee, getting ready to kick this thing off again today. We won one, we lost one, we tied one. That's about all you can do in 3 games, but we did it all. And I saw some of the best defensive plays in the outfield that you're ever going to see. And Avery Thrift and Cooper, I had to look up her name, but those two really ran down some balls. They basically outran a few balls in the outfield. So it was just a great day. So we are going to make it happen. And today, the cool thing about Sunday is when you win, you stay. When you lose, you pack it up and get up the highway. So that's what's going to happen with that. So we appreciate you guys being here. And this Sunday school, every single day, I like to start out with Jesus, because if you start the day with Jesus, everything seems to be better. And it's better because there is something called the Holy Spirit. And I thought for years, when God said, I'm not going to leave you comfortless, I will come to you, or I must go away, but I'm going to send the Comforter. And I thought, well, what in the world does that mean? But I'll tell you exactly what it means. It means that the Holy Spirit, which is fully God, just as much as God is Spirit sitting on the throne, and Jesus was the Son of God, the Holy Spirit's just as much God. And that's where we're at today. Is you get saved, God's living inside of you. Because it's real easy, and I did this for a lot of years. My number one excuse was, I can't live this. There's no way I can live this Christian thing. Well, I was right. And nobody says, oh, yeah, you're right. I couldn't live the Christian thing, but here's what I could do. If I surrendered, the Holy Spirit could come, and the Holy Spirit would live inside of me. And because of the Holy Spirit, now it's possible to do things I can never do on my own. And you say, well, give me an example of that. And I'm going to give you an example, and then I'm going to have to roll and get ready for this live broadcast on the game. But here's the example. If you notice, remember how Jesus chose 12 disciples and one was a devil, right? So he chose the 12 disciples, and on the cross, only John was able to come back. Peter said, I'm going to be right with you all the way to death, but when push came to shove, Peter was more talk than do. Well, I don't know about you, but that's me. I'm more talk than do as a Christian, but I need to do better, right? So anyway, man, this thing's going to get going. I'm going to have to get off here in just a second, but stay with me. So all the disciples forsake Jesus. He's hanging on the cross, okay? But what happened that made their life different after Jesus ascended to heaven? Well, what made life different is he sent that Holy Spirit. Now, is that Holy Spirit going to be so powerful in us that we're going to do miracles and all these other things? No, because that's not what God needs us to do. What God needs us to do is be faithful over a few things so he can make us ruler over many. So what we do is we take the Bible on faith, meaning we believe in the things that are written there, even though we can't see all those things come true yet. We weren't there when Thomas got to feel the nail scars. But it's going to happen, and we believe it to happen, and that's what makes our faith count. And then our faith, if I say, oh, I believe in Jesus, but I don't have any works to show that I believe in Jesus, then my faith is dead. So I got to be careful. All right, I got to rock and roll. We're going to start a ball game here in a minute. Deanna Myers, you got a great church. Tell Chuck we said hey and keep going. And Karen Midkiff, great job on Mr. Stiltner, Pastor Stiltner. So we're praying for the best for Glory Way. And stay tuned if you still got a little time. I guess most churches go around 10 a.m. So we're going to see some softball. And I hate to brag on my own kid, but she was 1 for 2 in the first game yesterday, knocked in 2 runs and scored a run, and we won 3-1. So one kid can't do it all, but that's a pretty good game. Thank God she's a lot like her mom, right? And then last night she knocked in a couple runs, and what was funny, it was probably the weakest hit ball she had all day, but it just found the hole. So anyway, we got to go.